one, the Eagle.
You're on the air.
Yo, Howard?
Yeah.
All right, well, you Meg Griffin, right? She's going to come on after you tonight? Or this morning, I mean?
No.
Well, I thought she was taking over and doing the morning thing.
Oh, maybe. I don't know about it.
She might be.
She might be.
If she does, ask her about her private chef, because that's who you're talking to right now.
She has a private chef?
Well, I work for a very astute family here in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, and you were talking about your movie. He's a big bucks boy and produces movies. Okay, and I made him sit down and watch this show Saturday. He hates you.
Yeah.
Because you're on in his household every morning when I work.
Yeah.
And he hates you.
Right.
And I made him sit down, and he was just flabbergasted after he saw this show. So if you ever get dropped from Channel 9, I wouldn't worry about it.
No, my point is I want to be dropped from Channel 9, and I don't believe me. I wouldn't worry for 2 seconds. I've been trying to get him to drop me.
Really?
I know I'm too happening to be working there. It's embarrassing.
Then why are you having dinner with this guy?
Because we've had a lot of bad arguments and stuff, and it's time we just sat down and had a nice time together. Although Gary will be brought along to taste the food ahead of time.
Well, of course, but, I'll tell you, all my boss did is shook his head saying, you're being wasted, that man's worth millions. And that's what I've been telling you. I mean, if this boy puts out some I don't want to put his name over the radio, and I don't want to put his movies over the radio. Ask Meg. I brought her up here 2 weeks ago to the penthouse and put an elaborate dinner on for her.
Yeah, was Meg trying to get a movie deal?
No, not at all. She came over as a friend. I won one of your footballs.
Yeah, well.
I've talked to her over the radio several times. One of those
And
ones
you just invited her?
You invited Meg and she came to the house?
Yeah.
Over the radio?
Well, no, I've talked to her through her line several times.
What line?
Well, through the radio station there.
Let me get this straight. You mean you call Meg on the phone and then all of a sudden she came over to your boss's place?
It took some work. I had to convince her I wasn't a New York crazy. But, it's a pretty nice address, and she came by, and I put on all the fine linen and silver and china, and this compared to what she explained of your Long Island home, not that she's ever been out there, is probably 2 notches up. This is a big boy. This boy is...
How would she know where I live on Long Island? She doesn't know anything about it.
Well, she knows she's heard you talk about it, I guess.
What do you mean talk about it?
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it.
Did you bang Meg?
No.
Did she come alone?
Yes.
It was you and her, and where was your boss?
But not here. He was out for the evening.
And you use his house when he's not there?
I have a very cool boss.
Really?
I've been trying to get through to Howard through some of your cronies, but they keep shutting me off.
What are you, some kind of health food guy?
No, I'm a private chef.
And what you mean to tell me? Let me get this straight. You're claiming, and not that I believe this.
Well, I want you to talk to her.
You're claiming...
I set a deal with her, and this is like the first time I've had a chance to talk to you.
Let me get this straight.
Okay.
You're claiming that you are a chef and you work for a wealthy guy, and Meg Griffin, who is the disc jockey here at the radio station.
Yes.
You kept calling her on the request lines.
Yeah, well, I talked to her through Meg's Diner, right?
Okay, Meg's Diner, whatever.
And friend of the poor person, Meg.
Right. And so Meg is talking to you and talking to you and talking to you.
Right.
And you keep saying to her, hey, come on over to my boss's house and have dinner with me.
Right.
And she agreed to that and showed up at the house and had dinner with you.
Alone.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes. Yes.
You and her.
Yes.
And what was she wearing?
Oh, what'd she have on? Like a pantsuit that time.
She always does.
Yeah,
and did you guys drink
pants, very casual, her throwback, her loop earring.
Any wine?
Well, I took care of all that.
And you guys drank?
Yes.
And was she like, did you kiss her?
No.
Did you try?
None of your business.
Did you try to kiss Meg?
None of your business.
You brought it up.
You brought it up, dude.
We didn't know this information.
You tried to kiss her and she said no, right? I have a boyfriend.
A little peck here and there. It's nothing. I like her. She's a nice girl.
Man. I can't believe it.
She's a nice lady. I brought her a nice gift from Tiffany's. I've sent her roses.
Boy.
Meg's got a boyfriend.
But this kills me because he got her by saying the big house and the linens and all that.
Right.
And she's supposed to be,
Miss America.
Save the whale and...
No, she's very bourgeois.
She is. She's very nice.
What is it, Gary?
Why don't we, when you get done with this guy, why don't you put him on hold? Because it turns out Meg is following us this whole week.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, really?
It should be a great week of shows.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought
later.
was kind of romantic here, the fact being she's behind you after she played on her diner that little thing you did about, what was it, a Billy Joel number?
Yeah.
Yep, Young Meg. God, that was hilarious.
Angry Young Meg?
Oh, that was fantastic. That's it.
So you got a couple of kisses off her?
Well, little pecks. Not kisses.
Where were you sitting at the time?
Well, we were in the library.
Wow. Fred goes.
You know, you forget that everybody in this business except for you meets people off the phone lines and hangs out with them.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I never expected Meg to be doing that.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I believe this.
To get through to you, I cooked the best turkey in New York, bar. I mean, I'm a certified chef.
Yeah, but Meg wouldn't eat turkey.
Well, no, I did.
They tried to get through to you, and I'm sure I kept them away.
Yeah, you did. You just kept blamming me out because I understand, Howard.
First of all, I mean, I got to say something. And no offense to you, sir. You're a nice guy and everything, but this guy has an awfully grating personality.
Yeah, he's got one of those pushy salesperson personalities.
And it's amazing that he, of all guys, got Meg to come over to the apartment.
But that's what I'm saying, the power of money.
I mean, he's a certified chef and a certified nut.
I am not a nut.
You're a bit of a nut.
Okay.
You don't know it, and that's what makes you most nutty.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer doesn't know it either. You should chop Meg up, put her in a refrigerator.
All I have to do is call that guy off your show with those stupid little dolls.
I mean, wasn't Meg a sort of weirded out by this guy?
I would have, see, it amazes me. I'm blown away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you'll talk to her, you'll find out I might be a little aggressive. I'm sorry on the phone with you, but I am a very nice individual.
So how many hours was Meg over there with you?
Oh, God, we talked till all hours, and then I've seen her a couple times since then.
You're
really?
kidding.
No, I was going to go ice skating with her yesterday, but I didn't get up in time because I partied all weekend.
How far have you gone with her?
No, I mean, we're friends, Howard, friends.
You haven't made out with her?
No, that wasn't in my intentions. She's just a nice lady.
Oh, but you kissed her.
Well, it wasn't a kiss like you're trying to make it out as a kiss. It was just a peck.
A peck on the cheek or the lips?
On the cheek.
Have you ever held her hand?
No. I would have if I would have went skating with her yesterday.
Are you gay?
Absolutely not.
Well, then obviously it's leading to something.
Well, it could be.
I mean, let's face it, you're attracted to her.
Yes. Yes, I am.
How many times have you gone out with her?
Well, she's been here once, and then I blew yesterday, and then I was...
You blew yesterday?
Well, yeah, I mean, I slept in. I didn't get back with her.
Thought you were gay.
I am not. Not even close.
Go on, how many times?
Californian. Which doesn't prove anything.
and you...
You've seen her how many times?
Let's see. I've seen her when she came over here.
Did you ever get a good look at her body?
Well, she's kind of baggy clothes.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in anything tight, no.
Hey, you never will. If you ever get her clothes off, man, tell me what her body's like, because I'll tell you something. I can't get a handle on it.
Be nice.
No, I can't. I can't get a handle on whether it's really great or flabby.
It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks nice to me, too.
I mean, that's the way I look at it. It looks pretty nice. I figured if I would have went skating with her yesterday, it would have been better. But like I said, I blew that one off.
Hey, listen, we're going to put you on hold. Gary's going to get your phone number, and we'll call you back when Meg gets in here.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, he knew her schedule and everything. He knows more than we do about her.
You could say that again. 643 92.3 K-Rock, WYSP, WJFK. We'll be back right after these words. Meg, your hair looks great long. Enough politics, Robin. We've got to get right back to Meg. You know, since you're dating the listeners...
I'm not.
You look a lot better.
This is unreal.
I tell you, she's letting herself loosen up.
Yeah, you're loosening up, baby.
He wants to date with you, Howard.
And let me say something. You smell great.
Okay.
You're perfumed, aren't you?
I wear perfume, yeah.
How come you didn't have Meg at the party?
Yeah.
I thought Meg was in a relationship.
I was wondering about that all morning.
Excuse me?
Oh, this was a party for people that are looking? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Can I say something? First of all, when your bangs are long, you look 500 times prettier.
They're always long, and I'm always being told by everybody to cut them off.
You can never have enough bangs, especially in my case.
Get them down to here like sheepdog, you know.
No. And keep your hair long on the sides.
Okay.
You know who wears her hair like that? Underdog lady. Long on the sides.
Underdog lady?
Yeah, she does.
But you don't look like underdog lady.
No, not at all.
By a long shot.
Not at all.
My
You
pal.
smell great. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing Oscar de la Renta, which
the room
I've been
is
wearing for
filled
years.
with the smell of my Meg.
But I heard that you, hate perfume. And
yeah, I do, but I don't know.
had to do something about it recently because you were choking in the morning and
Well,
stuff.
Allison Steele. Did you see the memo I hung up?
And signed someone else's name.
Yeah.
Too? And
I had
spelled
to
the word
do it.
wrong, too. You spelled fragrance incorrectly.
How was it spelled?
That's how I knew Tom didn't write it. Because you
That's how
I
did that on purpose.
And it's, I see.
I'm sorry, I don't have a spell check.
So the people would think that he wrote it.
How do you spell fragrance?
I think you had it E-N-C-E. And it's
F-R-A-G.
A-N.
Fragrance.
It just looked kind of funny.
She's saying you said E-N instead of A-N.
Oh, yeah, I did.
This is
I did.
dynamic radio.
I did say that. F-R-A-G-R-E-N-C-E.
It's A-N.
Is it?
Grass. Yeah.
See, I thought if I spelled it wrong, it would look like Tom Chiasano wrote the...
Another pronunciation.
Yeah, right. But no,
I'm not dating a listener. This person actually very much wants to cook for you. And it's,
and what are you?
I'll
the
pass.
advanced man?
Yeah, what are you? My taster?
We talked more about him cooking for you than just about
what is it, Gary?
Else.
Oh, the guy's on the phone? All right.
So why were you going to go out with him again?
Let me get this straight. Let me set this up.
When was I going to go out with him again?
Meg, I was so shocked to find out that a listener calls you on the phone, and you went over his apartment.
Well, we spoke a whole bunch of times, mostly about skiing, which is something that I talk about on the air. He's been giving me a whole bunch of tips on what kind of boots to buy.
Weren't you afraid?
I was a little bit, but I wasn't going to be alone. You know, I was in an apartment that he's a private chef for some other people in a very fancy place uptown. So It's not like I was going into any den alone. There was 18 doormen, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah, but look at the Mike Tyson situation. That was in a hotel, but
the doormen are all on the first floor. You're up in the penthouse.
That's
screaming.
what I'm saying.
And 2 kids are there, a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Oh, there were
it's
kids
like,
there.
You know, there's nothing going on here, Howard.
Okay.
But why
But
did
he
you
does
go?
want to cook for you. Because it was fun to have somebody to talk to about skiing, and also because I rant on about being a vegetarian, and this guy is like a really excellent chef.
He wants to cook. He wanted to cook for me, so you kissed him?
No.
You kissed him, he said. Hey, didn't she kiss you?
No, I think he said that I didn't even hear this conversation.
No, we said
this
that we had a little peck on the cheek, Howard. You're trying to blow it out of proportion.
Yeah, but you're trying to get in her pants, aren't you? Be honest. Tell her the truth.
Yeah, John, what's going on here?
I called up to talk to Howard this morning about a TV show, and then I said something about you and, Stern.
Want me to get the tape?
Get out of him.
You were bragging that you got Meg up to the apartment.
Ask Meg.
I wasn't bragging. I just said I was her private, I brought her over and I fixed her a very nice meal and a great
Because you sounded kind of goofy and everything. I said, no, Meg didn't go to your apartment.
And then you even said to us it could go somewhere.
I would have liked it to, but obviously it's not going to now.
No kidding. And with good reason.
Who told you to call?
Meg's not going to go for you. She's going to go for someone. It's going to be me.
Great, yeah, right.
I mean, the guy was probably like, I'll come down there, Howard. Oh, you can sniff my fingers. Hey, you were practically bragging that you had her.
wanted us to know.
Now, wait a minute. You're giving... He's a real good chef. He wanted to cook for you. You don't have to give him a hard time.
All right, well, I'm not letting him cook for me. Some guy, some weirdo.
He listens to all the time. He cracks up a lot. He cooks for all kinds of people. He thought it would be fun to cook for you.
I can't believe you, of all people, went to a strange guy's apartment.
I think that if I was going to be in any kind of trouble, I could get out of there pretty quickly.
Well, I don't know.
I've gotten out of some other amazing situations.
Are you do you know the martial arts or something?
No, I don't do this a lot. I got mugged a lot. So.
Every time I go to some of the listeners' houses, I always get out of there, but just by the skin of my teeth.
No, I have been mugged. I have been mugged 5 times.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, and one of them was real bad.
Where?
I took care of me and the guy I was going out with, and got rid of 2 people that were all over us inside his car because they wanted to steal it. It was a brand new Mercedes.
Well, let me get this straight. You were on a date with a guy.
I was Wonder Woman that day. You wouldn't have believed it.
You were on a date with a guy.
Yeah, came out of the bottom line.
All right, and you're in his Mercedes.
He just got that brand new car, and boy, they were more impressed than... They were waiting across the street. We got into the car, and they got right in on top of us.
You date a lot of wealthy guys. Because even this guy...
No, I don't date a lot of wealthy guys. I don't date a lot of guys. This is like... What are we talking about?
You're a lot looser than I thought. You're a lot more...
We're finding out more about Meg than we ever knew there was.
I think there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
More
We're
than
going to have to hire a private eye to follow you around.
I know a guy could follow her. When you went to eat at this guy's place, doesn't your lover boy get jealous, though? I mean, did you tell him?
You mean you can't find anybody else to talk to about skiing?
Except this guy?
That's not...
You're making me out to sound like an...
Well, we don't know who you are, sir.
That's true, you don't, but she does.
Hey, but
she doesn't.
She didn't know. She was just talking to you on the phone.
I wouldn't have gone over there if I didn't feel...
Jeffrey Dahmer sounds like a normal guy on the tapes.
A lot of people went home with him.
Meg, you better get yourself together. You're running around to the listeners, going to the listeners' apartments. Are you out of your mind?
To the listeners, you're making this out like it's some
Did you
kind
at least tell somebody where you were going in case something happened?
Yes, I did, and we spoke...
Goes to the listeners' apartment.
We spoke a whole bunch of times on the phones about nothing but skiing.
And why are you on the phone?
Why are you talking to him?
How are you on the phone?
I pick up listener lines.
You're supposed to be doing your show.
I take requests in Meg's Diner. He's a chef. It's, what?
And he requested to talk to you about skiing?
Yeah.
He's heard me talk about it. We still, don't you have anything that you like and you talk to someone else about it?
Me and my friends.
Meg says to herself,
people I know.
Well, how do you get to know them? By talking to them.
Meg says to herself, well, I have a topic I'd like to speak about
really
skiing.
Loose, man.
And then she starts talking to a complete stranger and goes over his apartment.
After
dangerous.
talking to him, well, yeah, I guess it's dangerous.
It is.
It didn't happen to be dangerous this time.
You're saying you were in a guy...
This was lucky. This wasn't a date. This was like going over
but
to
how do
have
you know
a
this
meal.
guy didn't want to, like, how you could have ripped off your pants and raped you?
I wasn't in a place alone with him. There was a whole family there, Howard.
There was?
Yeah.
He said the owner was
they were
away.
alone. He said the owner was away.
No, that's a lie, John, because you know that they were there.
Were they there, John?
He didn't say they were away. They were there.
John, you told me they were away.
No, they were gone.
They were
What?
gone.
That's not what you told me.
Oh, you thought they were in the house?
I was told that they were upstairs,
They
John.
weren't anywhere. The house was empty.
I met both of the kids downstairs.
No, the kids were here.
Yeah, and then he threw the kids out, and he goes, hey, I'm going to get in her pants.
No.
So, John, you couldn't even get the deal going, could you?
No.
Did you say anything romantic to Meg?
Fantasy.
No, I told you, Howard.
We looked
that
at
wasn't the way it
antiques.
was.
Yeah, but he was trying to make you. You don't even know
yeah,
that.
what about
he was
the
not. He was a
skiing
perfect
day? I mean, the
gentleman,
ice
not trying to
skating
make
day.
me at all. Didn't put a
I
hand
don't
on me. We had
believe you.
dinner and we
It doesn't
talked
mean
about...
just because he didn't put a hand on you, he wasn't trying to make out
What
with you.
about the ice
wasn't trying
skating
to
you were
make out with
supposed to
me.
go on?
I
You're
think I would
lucky.
have known.
You are lucky your head is still attached to your shoulders. Just take her to chop your head off. Do you realize that?
I'm going to go home and hide.
You know, he's got those big stock pots. I'm sure
Yeah,
he was
right.
thinking of boiling you.
I'm going to eat you up, honey. Meg soup. Kids, come on.
It is a pretty well-equipped kitchen.
Yeah. I can't believe Meg did that.
But what about he
jeez.
thought you were going on another date. He says you were supposed to go ice skating.
Yeah, what happened to the ice skating
I was
date?
going to go ice skating yesterday and mentioned that I was going to go there, and that was as far as that went. We didn't decide that we were going together, and we
He
didn't.
made it seam like he went with you.
I didn't even
Or
go.
that he was supposed to go.
I
Hey,
went
dude,
home.
so you heard her talking on the radio about ice skating?
Mm-mm.
Where did you hear about ice skating?
Oh.
You're trying to turn this into something gigantic, Howard, and it's not.
Where
You made
did
a
the
mistake
ice
by even
skating
calling
come
here,
from?
John.
You're the one who called John and started bragging. Now you had Meg
Oh,
up there.
God.
I wasn't bragging. I
Two
was
people
stating
can't just
facts.
hang out and have a meal and talk about skiing. You're right, John. Without
well, if they
Howard,
call
it's
us
going
on
to
the
be Peyton Place
phone.
now. But you knew that when you called him.
I'll tell you one thing. My wife,
Howard, you should let him cook for you because he's real good and he's real healthy.
I'll pass. If Meg, let me tell you something. If I had a wife and she went over,
I'm not a wife.
but you're seriously involved.
This was a friendship.
This guy wanted you. Don't you get it?
No, he didn't want
He just
me.
told
and
me
he
he
didn't put
did.
any moves on me.
He
made
told me he wanted you.
eggplant.
He was
and
biding his time.
He wants you. Don't you get it? You can't just go over to some guy's apartment thinking that you're going to be friends with him. Guys want one thing from women, and that's something you don't understand. You're a good-looking woman.
I wasn't over
Nobody's
there
interested in your
alone.
skiing. No one cares
That's
about
not
skiing.
true, Howard.
Guys
Some
don't
people-
care about skiing. You don't even get it. None of you
Guys,
guys.
how much you could talk about it.
She doesn't even get it.
What are you going to talk about each run you've ever taken at Killington?
I'm sorry this is so boring for you,
This guy
Robin.
probably thought 2 dates will have you nude up on all
well,
fours.
you and I both know that that's wrong, and I don't think that that's what he had.
John,
in mind.
tell the truth. Weren't you trying?
No.
Weren't you romantically interested in Meg? Tell the truth like you
Yes,
did this.
I was romantically interested in Meg.
Okay.
there?
Thank
Romantically
you.
doesn't mean jumping her and hopping her on all fours either. Not everybody thinks like the God Stern.
You would love to have Meg naked, wouldn't you? Just tell me the truth. Would you love to have Meg naked?
I'm a human being, Howard.
All right, so the answer is yes.
I'm going to leave now.
So there's no such thing as a friendship.
So while
course
you were
there
there,
is.
Meg, he was undressing you with his eyes.
Yeah,
He was in the
eating
kitchen the
you
whole
up.
time while I sat in the dining room listening to you two, excuse me. Which,
You
yes,
too.
Howard, you can dance to.
I want to see you dance. I want to dance with you to that one day.
I'll get Peggy and we'll do a little routine for you sometime.
Meg, you still with your boyfriend?
I'm not going to get into my personal life any further on the radio, okay? Jeez.
Hey, John, you might have scared off Meg's boyfriend.
Oh.
You're incredible, Stern.
Isn't he brutal?
Yes.
John, a friendship is what you and Meg have until you bang her.
That's no.
Do you understand that?
We have a friendship. Thank you. Thank
No
you.
guy's going to put up with that.
Lots of guys have.
I doubt it.
Well, they might not be happy about it.
No,
but
they're
they didn't
not.
have much
They wanted
choice in
you.
the matter.
They wanted you. Let me tell you something, dude. If I was lucky enough to get Meg up in an apartment, you'd be damn sure I would have gotten at least a third base. I don't cook a meal for a woman without getting a third base.
Okay. Are we done yet?
And Meg's a 2-inputter. I know that for a fact.
What is that?
That's it. Robin's 3.
I'm sorry, but
Although
what
you
is
behave
that?
Robin is 3.
yourself, that is not true.
Robin's like
What
a
is
love
it?
doll. I don't want to.
I heard you asking Peggy before, and she was like,
You can figure it out. Are you 3 inputs of fun or 2 inputs?
I'm only 2, just like everyone else.
Oh, no, you're not.
Get this tea right on his head.
Yeah, come on. Guys got to know. I'm sure I know where Meg stands on all that.
Oh,
Like my wife.
I'm on the slopes. Leave me alone.
I got you.
I'm sorry, Meg. I really am.
You should be.
I know. I owe you big time.
All kinds of people are thinking all kinds of things now.
He likes
It's just
you.
ridiculous.
He's so hot for you.
He's extremely hot
What?
for me, Howard.
This is one more thing they have to talk about.
Right.
It's a whole new front.
Yes, another dinner they can get out of it.
Hey, Mr.
Thanks,
Chef.
Jackie.
If Meg was at my apartment,
Oh.
I'd have called out for food and tried to get a little trim. I would have concentrated on the love aspect.
No,
how's this guy look anyway?
Oh, man, you sound like Mike Tyson.
Time and show her that
yeah, baby, get a little trim.
You know you want to give it to me.
What? What, you have never, before you were God, never when you were...
I'm not God.
Great Howard Stern decided to do something normal for somebody?
I never called up women on a radio show, although maybe I should have. I had no idea it would be that easy.
It wasn't. You keep thinking that I called this woman and she ran over here. You don't understand how many times I spoke to her.
You're an obsessed fan. That's what you are.
No, I'm not.
Calling the radio station.
That's not really true, Howard. Somebody, he's...
Hello, Meg. I heard you talking about skiing. Can I discuss that with you?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk about?
Hey, Meg, I'm a chef. You want to eat over my apartment? I'll call you tomorrow. Hey, Meg. Meg. I have to meet you at my apartment. Let's make some eggplant. I'm a hippie, too. I want to have some vegetarian food.
I would have taken you, called the cops. How the hell do I know what you're up to? You leave Meg alone. What's the matter with you? Is your voice always this high? Or do you have blue balls from talking to Meg?
Jesus, Howard.
You're teasing this guy, Meg. Just calm down.
You should leave him alone.
Guy's all horny for you.
You don't know how brutal you are. You are. I've gotten better at handling it, but you're rough, man.
Now, this guy calls me up. He's making it like there's some romance going on here.
Did he call you up to ask you if he could cook for you?
No.
What were you calling him for?
Talking about his show.
Yeah.
He wanted to tell us about you having dinner at his place.
Yeah, let's face it, sir. I didn't know you had dinner at Meg's. You brought up the topic.
Now, wait a minute. This wasn't dinner at my place.
No, I mean dinner over there.
I asked Meg about the private chef, and Robin went, oh, she has a private chef, and I said no, and I explained it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you let us on.
So tell us how you seduce a Meg. I mean, you call her up on the phone so the other listeners can do this.
Seduction. I like skiing. I'm
Meg.
sorry you can't believe that, Howard.
I love The Who, too. The Who, my favorite group.
Okay, hey, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, because you like The Who. Okay.
You make me sound out to be idiot, and I'm
Hello,
not.
Meg. I love Woodstock.
Oh, yes, I love Woodstock, too. I wish I
Let's have dinner.
Stop it.
I love eggplant and incense.
Okay, come on, let's have dinner, all right? Is that how we did it?
No.
I can't believe you go to his house and you don't come over to my house for a date.
You never invited me to your house, Howard.
Oh, I want to have a date.
You never
would you come over
invited me
tonight?
to your house. You have a wife, Howard.
Maybe you have to call her on the request lines.
And
Yeah,
Robin,
maybe
Robin doesn't invite me to her party. You don't invite me
Well,
to
you have a
your
boyfriend,
house.
so we're not going to invite you to that party.
Thank you.
This was exclusive. Even I wasn't invited.
Boy, I'm in the ringer now.
I can't believe you go to dinner.
I love this show. Did you miss us?
Yeah.
I did.
You did.
We
We
got a
missed
whole
you.
week of this, too. Although I know I won't be privileged enough to come in every day. I do appreciate the sweat.
Oh, if we only have you for 1 week, Meg.
Where is people? We'll make the most of it,
broiling
though.
will go on.
By the end of the week, you'll hate us again.
No. After what you did for me the last time I was on with you, Howard, I could never hate you.
I dig Meg.
My godfather.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear, I love you. And you grew your hair long for me, I think.
I didn't grow
That's
I
my
just
favorite.
didn't cut it. I'm like a slob. You know?
Oh, so cute. I don't care. I don't care how modern you are or anything. It just basically comes down to I think you're
First, I'm
attractive.
into Woodstock and incense, and then I'm modern. You can't make up your mind.
I don't know.
Modern.
You know what I mean.
Woodstock. What
Can
the
you
the
believe
audience
Meg
think
went
of
over this
Meg,
guy's
you know?
place?
It really
boggles the mind. It just boggles the mind.
Nothing normal, down-to-earth person, and they all think I'm like some wacko out there.
So, dude, why did you never put the moves on her if you were attracted?
Obviously, she's
We've seen each other
asking
2
for
times.
it.
What, 3
What
times?
are you?
Like that?
Maybe you're gay.
Ask Meg. I don't think so.
Well, how would Meg know?
There's nothing wrong with that.
How does Meg know you're not gay? I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that maybe you're gay.
According to Meg, you didn't kiss her or anything. How would she know anything
It wasn't
about
a
you?
romantic
She was probably waiting for you to kiss her.
It was just dinner. It wasn't a date. It was...
How long were you together?
How long? How many
a
hours?
month, Robin.
How many hours were you at? How many hours was Meg over at your place?
Stop now, Howard. This is ridiculous.
How many hours was Meg there?
3, whatever it takes to have dinner and hang out for a while and check out some unbelievable antiques, one of which went back to like 350 BC and
Is it fair to say?
Napoleon's memoirs, and there was these people owned some really cool stuff.
Is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that if a man
None of
calls
this
you
is
on the
fair, Howard.
Is it fair to say that if a man calls you on the request line, one of our listeners,
yes,
while you're doing the show, is it fair to say that if he's a nice guy, you might go over his apartment
After
and see
this
his
morning,
antique?
never again.
Oh man.
This isn't.
I'll show you how to do it. Let me show you how to.
You're making this into something completely other.
Let me
than
show
what
you
it
how
is,
to
but
get Meg.
This is the magic of Stern.
Can I be a caller to your show?
I'm gonna
All right, here I go.
hide now.
Here I go.
Hello, Meg. Hi.
Hi.
You taking requests?
Yeah. What do you want to hear?
Do you have any Washington squares?
Oh.
Then all of a sudden, tell me that's not turning you on already.
I really like them. How big are your breasts? No. Okay, wait, don't do that, or else you'll lose her. All right. Man, can I hear some Washington Squares? Can I hear some Washington Squares?
I would throw this at you.
Oh, Meg, by the way, I'm a skier.
Knock this off the air.
Oh, Meg, did I tell you I'm a skier?
You're not a skier. You're
I love when you talk about skiing
We're
on the
going to get into a fight, Howard.
I'm a skier and I'm naked and I'm rubbing myself with my
No, then I'm
bindings.
definitely not interested at all. No.
I'm rubbing myself right now with my bindings. Would you come over for dinner? I cook. Oh, God, the bindings hurt. Oh, Meg.
Stop that.
I'll cook for you. I'll cook eggplant. I'm a vegetarian, did I mention that?
No, he's not a vegetarian. I am, so we can eat meat.
I'm willing to cook vegetarian.
Well, somebody who's a chef should be able to have a little, flexibility to what he's able to put together, Howard.
Oh, so you were checking out whether he should call himself a chef or not.
Right. Meg, I'm a chef.
What?
You got way too involved with this guy.
I didn't get involved at all. I got way too involved
happened?
with you.
You got over to his apartment and you weren't attracted to him. Admit that's the truth.
it.
But you were going over there because you were intrigued.
I was going over there because I had some good conversations with somebody over a sport that I happened to be totally fixated on.
So you were intrigued by him, and then you saw him and he was ugly. Is that the problem?
No, I didn't see him and he wasn't ugly.
Meg, I love your long bangs.
No, that's you talking, Howard.
I love the Grateful Dead. I make pottery. Want to get nude?
I'm going to throw.
Hey, that's not nice.
Oh, that's not nice. Right, that's not nice.
Oh, Meg, I love skiing so much. I got a lift pass.
I don't need a lift pass, Howard.
I got something else that's lifting in my shorts.
Swing.
Swing.
Have you seen that?
Is this guy? No. Have you?
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Is it?
It's good, yeah.
You're kidding me.
Bohemian Rhapsody scene is hysterical.
So is this guy a big, huge fatso? Is that what happened?
No, not at all.
Hey, dude, are you good looking or what?
Very tall, not fat at all.
Dude, you there?
Healthy skier.
You know what happened?
What?
You weren't good looking. That was the problem.
Jeez.
Do you ever think that might have been it?
What?
She came over because you had her hooked. She was intrigued.
Couldn't close the deal.
There was no deal to be closed.
If you had been really cute, forget it. Is that the problem?
Robin, he puts you through this all the time. Now, why aren't you on my side?
Dude, who do you look like?
Somebody else.
Exactly.
Dude, what is it you look like? Who do you look like? Does anyone ever say you look like someone? How much you weigh?
190 pounds, 195.
And how tall are you?
6'3". I'm a pretty good-sized boy.
Yeah, and what about your face? Who do you look like? Are you bald?
I'm receding hairline,
ponytail
in the back.
Oh. You look like Ichabod Crane.
No, I'm a little bit more filled out than that.
Meg, would you be honest with this guy so he doesn't build his whole life around you? That what happened was you were a little bit interested in because you shared a lot of things. You went over and you were not physically attracted to him. Are you physically attracted to this guy?
In court and having a lawyer lead you down the wrong path like they did me and everybody else.
Are you physically attracted to this guy?
I am enjoying conversations with him about skiing.
But you want to be his friend?
Yeah, I want to be his friend.
You do not want to have any sex with him?
No, and I didn't to begin with.
When you heard him on the phone, though, he sounded like the kind of guy that you might be interested in. Is that true?
No, because I'm not looking.
But yet you went over his place.
For dinner. Do you never see anyone, Howard? Do you never go
off the request line?
What, are we all horrible
No, I don't.
things that you use and listen to your radio station?
What was that, sir?
Are we all like, I mean, are you like trying to make us all out to be talk radio?
John, don't even feed into him because he's digging this and he's just getting to you.
All right, John. She wasn't interested in. She was interested in you, and nothing happened.
So you take that as okay, and we still can have a very good
all right,
time?
fine. Okay.
What is wrong with meeting
I'm just getting to the bottom of
a new person and
I just think it's strange when a disc jockey, female disc jockey, goes over to one of the listeners' apartments.
I think it's strange too. And there was
have you ever met a woman over the request line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Sure I have.
And you go over their apartments?
I have a couple of friends that I've met who were listeners here to begin with.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you.
Well, that's very interesting.
I, Howard, do not find myself too above the audience to hang out with them.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
Well, then why would I be doing it sometimes when I meet people and they're okay? You know?
I don't know. There's something weird going on here. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Okay, let's build it into something really big.
All I know is I was reading about some sex ring in Florida, young boys, with the disc jockeys were picking them up over the phone.
Right, yeah.
It's a full investigation.
I completely
I don't know if Meg is up to some kind of sex ring.
No, I'm not. I agree with you, Howard, that it's not
I've
normal. Never done that before. I would probably say the same thing to another person. You did that.
Right.
But it was after many conversations on the phone.
All right.
Where I got a reading, and it seemed
do me
okay.
a favor.
And I am so hooked on skiing
the next
that
time,
to talk to somebody who could verbally give me some things that I actually used on the slopes the next time I was out there was cool by me.
You couldn't have had him drop by the station.
You couldn't have taken a lesson.
All right. The next time you do me a favor, and I mean this as a friend. I want to be your friend.
Okay, Howard.
The next time you have an
My pal
urge
Howard.
to go to one of the listeners' homes,
I don't have
here on the
urges to go to
phone,
listeners' homes.
you call me, and I just want to at least send over a bodyguard.
Okay.
This is a new bit.
Oh,
Meg goes out with a different listener every week.
This is ridiculous.
And the adventures, they could be called the Adventures of Meg.
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow for Meg? I'm going to line up a few listeners on the phone tomorrow and have them come down and meet Meg.
I'm never going to have any privacy
And Meg is going to go out with them
again.
Well, you hanging out with radio people.
That's it.
Like you.
I don't call in and tell when we've gotten together.
I didn't either. John.
John.
Yeah, I'm getting hung for this one.
All right, John. You love it. You love all the attention. Just calm down. All right? You know, Robin, you had this party to meet all these guys. Meg is fighting them off. Maybe there is something to this. Maybe we'll have you go out with a few of the listeners.
Yeah, they're dropping dead left one by one all around me.
All right, sir. Hey, anyway, thanks for calling in, and you did the right thing. You're supposed to tell me when you go out with Meg, and you did the right thing.
Oh, great.
You're a good man.
I'm
Thank
9
you.
years old again.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
And if you get her over there again, you call me. Because I'll tell you what to do, you horny bastard. All right, John?
Have a good time. Enjoy watching your show, Howard.
Thank you
Keep
very
it
much.
rolling.
Right, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Anybody who gets Meg over their apartment has to call me. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle.
At the Eagle, this is Brad Baxter, and you are listening to the best of The Howard Stern Show this morning, and we've got one more segment for you. The saga continues with Howard and Meg. This time, though, Meg was in the studio when Andrew Dice Clay phoned in, and they didn't get along too well. Here's what happened. It's the best of Stern on 97.1 The Eagle.
Faxes. See what
Oh, no.
Dear Meg.
Oh, this is going to be vile.
Meg, I have a chalet in Colorado.
Oh, God.
I love to ski with my horse. Please call so I can...
He skis with his horse.
Yes, with his horse. Please call so I can plan a dinner of rabbit food and soft music of Peter, Paul, and Mary in my solar-powered home, signed Phil Fiju.
He was doing okay until he got to the music.
Dear Howard, Meg is so hungry for some man meat that she gets excited when you do a Grand Central Stereo commercial. She thinks Bang & Olufsen is a Swedish porno star. From Doug Trent. That's what it says.
Thank you, Doug.
There you go.
That's brilliant. Another brain surgeon in the audience.
Wow.
Hi, Meg. I like lots of tongue. Oh.
I'm telling you, watch, you're going to see guys who are going to call it. What is it, John?
Hi, John.
You want a date with Meg? I didn't know she was obtainable.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, I'm not obtainable. Shut
I
up,
like to
leave me
ski.
alone.
Yum, yum.
I'm going to the convent.
You know what? I'm convinced I can get you. If I was
You
single.
can't date me. You're married, Howard.
No, I'm convinced if I was single,
I'm
I
not
could get
looking
you.
I'm convinced
for a
not to.
date.
You are looking. What is it?
Oh, what are you doing here, John?
Convinced too, man.
You're convinced too, right? Yeah. Suddenly apparent that we'd look really good together in bed.
I mean,
Nobody can ever go and have a meal with anybody without it meaning something.
This is a little different than just going and having a meal. This is not even at a restaurant. This is at a guy's apartment.
This was not his apartment. This also part of it, I must admit, an interest was the way that he described the place and what these people had in there. It's one of the
this
most
is what he
amazing
uses.
homes
These are his
in New York. It was
come-on
absolutely
lines.
beautiful.
You are
It's nice
lucky
to see that stuff
this
once in a
guy
while.
was not a nut.
I am.
You are very lucky.
You're absolutely right.
And you're not the best judge of character, believe me.
Oh, don't get started.
Please. I've seen everything that goes on with you.
Started.
You are not the best judge of character for
Leave
yourself.
me alone.
You
I
don't
have a
even
hard
know what
life.
kind of man you
Stop.
need.
I
You
have
do
a
have a hard
hard
life.
life.
And you could have an easy life if you just pick the right guys. Go ahead, John. What is it?
I'm sorry for interrupting the magic, but
The magic.
The magic.
But Dice on the phone wants to tell you about the liposuction.
Oh, good. Okay, I want to hear this. Oh, Meg, calm down.
Get to go skiing.
Hey, Dice.
Liposuction.
Hello?
Stop that.
What's the deal? You got liposuction?
No, I didn't even hear what you... Let me hear this thing.
All right, in the New York
In
Post,
page 6.
it says... Hey, Jackie, give me your page 6, will you? How come you don't
I
tell
love
me?
this. You mean you're
I
having an
can't believe
operation?
this stuff.
Come here, give me that. Here, you ready? I'm going to read to you. By the way, we're giving out... Now, you got a third show. The other two sold out.
Yeah, 2 at Radio City. There's one more going on sale this weekend.
See what that says to the industry? You see
Yeah,
what it
I
says?
hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're going to blow them away in Manhattan. You hear me now?
I hear you.
Listen to me, Howard.
All right, here's what it says.
Yeah, go ahead.
It takes a lot of Malamars to keep one misogyny going strong. What's a misogyny, Robin?
Woman hating.
You don't hate women. You love to bang women, right?
Oh, yeah, I can't
That's
get
not what
enough.
it means, Howard. Loving to bang them is
I'm
not
still
what it's about.
recuperating from Valentine's Day.
All right, here it goes. You
All right,
ready?
go ahead, let me hear this.
It takes a lot of Malamars to keep one's misogyny going strong. A source reports that Andrew Dice Clay's waistline was spreading to Elvis-like proportions. but apparently unwilling to start a strict regimen of trunk twists. Dice Man checked into NYU Medical Center last week for some liposuction on his love handles, the source says.
Oh, man.
Hot tub, Johnny. Clay's spokesman wasn't available, but the comic may want to trim down for his imminent wedding to his girlfriend Trini, the mother of his son Max, even as Marvin Mitchelson tries to reopen Clay's divorce from Kathy Swanson in California.
Jesus Christ.
They got it all in there.
You got everything in there.
Let's back it up.
All right.
From Marvin.
Okay.
All right, number one, that was over like a year ago.
Marvin is no longer even involved.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I think now that they hear him, like, coming back out there.
Yeah?
It's like they're looking to help me.
Well, hey,
they can't write nothing great about me.
Well, as I said, and even Meg will agree with this.
No, but I'll tell you what I did go into the hospital for.
What?
You know, I had like these planner's warts on my ass.
You had planter's warts on your ass?
My ass, my ear, and my eye.
Planter's warts?
Oh, remember when we saw him? There was that thing on his eye. Remember
right,
that?
that's right.
Yeah, now the eye I still can't touch.
Really?
But we did the ass.
Right.
And we did the ear.
So you didn't get any liposuction?
No, but this doctor that I dealt with, like I asked him, like, you know, because he does a lot of that stuff.
Right.
You know, so I was asking him about that kind of thing. And some hooah probably said something. You know what I mean? Because you know I work out.
Right, I know
you
you
know,
do.
if I was going to do anything, I'd put some more hair on my head. I'm losing a little of that.
Right. But, so as far as liposuction goes, you're not having any.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Now, what about this imminent wedding to your...
If I do it, I'll do it with you.
All right. Now, what about
and besides, if I do it, Johnny's got to do it.
And what about this imminent wedding to Trini?
Well, you know, she's my fiancée.
But you don't invite me?
There is no wedding.
Well, what is it? It says here in the paper. I'm reading it right here.
Well, that's, you know, they got to, like, build it. You know, I mean, Valentine's Day, we've been engaged.
Don't they have them getting married in a month or something?
I got your biggest fan sitting here.
Number one, you know I'm crazy about Trini.
Dice, I got your biggest fan sitting here.
Who?
Meg.
Hey, you see what I mean? Now, if I go and marry Trini, how do I pick off something like Meg? You know, because from what you told me, she's a hot number. You hear that one, Meg?
What's that?
Meg, you're a Dice fan, right?
No, I'm not a Dice fan.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, there's reason for that.
What is that? No, you can be honest, because, you know, I take criticism pretty well.
I don't like your humor around women, to put it politely.
Oh, really?
You could ask Nora Dunn, and she'd probably give you the same kind of answers I would, and Sinead as well.
Well, I wouldn't you with Howie's genitals. How do you like that one?
I don't really care what you want to do.
How do you like that? You know something?
I think you're
chicks
brainless.
Like you that say you hate me, and then when you meet me in a bar, you want to buy me a drink and take me home.
I doubt it, dear.
Come on, Meg. You're crazy
no,
about
that's
me.
Okay,
just from
dear.
my charm alone.
No.
Come on, now I got the planner's warts off my ass, my ear.
Well, what am I doing here this morning?
Dice, tell her you ski.
I ski,
and you cook.
And you cook? You cook and you ski.
I like it that you say that you have a fiancé, but there is no wedding. What does that mean?
But, Dice, you're having the wrong...
You get engaged one day and you get married the next?
No, you have a long engagement. Are you going to make your...
You know, you got to get to know somebody for 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, but you better sign a prenuptial agreement this time, because you're worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
I'm being serious. And you know what? If she wants to prove her love to you...
You have a prenuptial agreement?
No, I married my wife. I had nothing.
Yeah, so what are we talking about?
But the point is that you have to be sure...
Yeah, but with friends like you, let's say she took everything.
Yeah.
I could always hit you up.
Oh, yeah. You sure? There'd be no problem there.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what the secret to getting Meg is? You have to call in on the request line.
He doesn't want to get Meg.
Oh, yes,
Howard.
he does.
No, he doesn't.
Meg, I happen to be a very romantic guy. You got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
And do you sleep with this guy?
That's really not any of your business.
I'll say yes.
If you're not sleeping with him, how you ever going to get married? See, my chick sleeps with me. You understand that one, Meg? She actually lays in the same bed next to me.
That's remarkable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see you two hitting it off a little bit.
Shut up.
Meg, come on. I could charm you right out of your panties.
No, you absolutely cannot.
I bet you're wearing a G-string. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're wrong again.
Come on. I bet you got a that would make a chia bet jealous. Come on. What are we talking about?
You're an amazing pig this morning, but there's nothing new there.
I got the planner's warts off my ass just for you.
Should I disconnect him, Howard, or are you...
Oh, come on. Don't be a party pooper. You got to do
warts
all
on
views.
your ass. Give me a break.
Well, my girlfriend, because every time, like,
most people get those on their feet.
You really got to... How'd you get warts on your ass?
Yeah.
Well, you know, as you get older, you get, like, these skin tags and all kinds of crap.
Well, I get everything, but one thing I never got was warts on my ass.
These warts
no, they were really bothersome. Because every time, like, we'd be in bed,
yeah,
and she'd, like, you know, the ass pull.
Right.
You know, where they grab your ass?
Right.
There was like this golf ball there.
Get him off.
Golf ball.
You follow?
Yeah.
It was like almost having a boil on your ass.
Yeah, she had a knob to hold on to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Meg. You're crazy about me.
Come on, Meg.
Come on, what a mess.
You got to admit he's winning you over. I see you laughing over there.
I think next time I come up, I'll do Howie's show, and then I'll wait to let you interview me.
You ought to come up.
Hey, Meg, let me tell you something, though. I did a new show for HBO.
Yeah.
Where I actually ripped the men apart now. So it's going to make you happy.
See?
I'm not looking to rip men apart.
No, but I mean, you say you don't like how I talk about women. Now I'm talking about men. So this way everybody's happy.
I think you're winning her over.
When I'm in concert, I could just rip everybody apart.
Tell her you like horses and you have a Mercedes.
I got everything.
There you are.
You got warts.
Not anymore.
No more, baby.
So what happened? You asked the doctor about...
Now I just got dents in my ass.
So you asked the doctor about the liposuction.
Yeah, because, you know, I get a hard time with, like, the sides, the love handle thing.
Right. So what are you going to do it?
No, it's too scary.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You know what I mean? I'll work out harder, that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
You know, I'm in pretty good shape anyway. You ever see my triceps?
Yeah.
You know, every guy in the gym comes over to show you that triceps.
All right.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Well, let me tell you
should have, like, a peeing machine over there.
They don't have that.
Pick that up. Go ahead, pick that up.
So, Dice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you settled this. I got to get out of here anyway.
Well, I got a call when I hear these things, you know. Number one,
I'm glad you did.
It gives me an excuse to call the show.
Yeah, and tomorrow I'll also...
you know who probably did it? The guy that marries, like, the decrepit women.
Oh,
that I talked to.
Oh, no, Mark Harris.
The old guy.
No, that
the
guy.
The old chick. I'm still steaming over that guy.
You should see what I did on the TV show. I taped it this week.
Yeah.
Had Hollywood Squares, right? That Ku Klux Klan guy is in the center square. Underdog ladies in the upper left-hand corner. I had Gene Rayburn and J.P. Morgan. And then I had that guy, you know, who married Martha Ray.
I once worked with J.P.
Yeah, she was cool. You know, she slept with Johnny Carson, like...
100? Well, how many times?
She had 150 Tonight Show appearances and slept with Johnny through the whole damn thing.
She's another nitwit. I did this movie a long time with her.
Yeah?
A long time ago, this Night Patrol with the guy that used to wear the bag on his head.
Did you nail her?
Guy.
Did you nail her?
No. So that was this scene, right? The end of the movie, like I'm doing like a chink de Nero.
Yes.
You know?
A chink de Nero?
Yeah, they put like a skinhead on me.
Yeah.
And the scene is like I come up like from under the sheets, like I was having dessert between the thighs over there, right?
With J.P. Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Now don't touch me." You know, this is before I was known as the filthiest mouth in the world.
Right.
I go, "Touch you? Touch you? What are you got to pay me for that?" Well, why would I want to touch you? I'm a professional actor. You know, I mean, I grabbed the ass, you know, just to get into the character.
Right.
Even though I'm under the covers.
But you weren't coming on to her.
Oh, man, they get crazy.
That was that movie I was telling you about.
That's how Meg is. Meg is the type of chick you got to break her down. You know what I mean?
She's wild like a horse.
You know, she's got like her character, whatever, when she's on the radio. But if I was ever like in her apartment, like on top of her, making love to her and saying beautiful things like, squeeze him. Oh, squeeze him, baby. You know, then she'd know, hey, he's a pretty sensitive guy.
Right. You think she'd howl, huh?
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Well,
she's a hot looker from what you tell me.
Oh, she's very fine.
But she has a lot of morals.
Yeah, morals. They all got morals till their legs are pointed towards the ceiling. You know, that's when, I didn't know what I was doing. Come on, baby.
You know, the most fun is listening to Dice talk and watching Meg's face. It's the best. That's the best.
Let me explain something.
Meg, would you come with me to the Dice show just so I can watch your face?
No, let me tell you something. I don't even care about Meg because you know I turned black like 9 months ago.
Right.
Right, Quivers? I told you I'm a high yeller.
Yeah, you did.
You know, because I'm sick of like white chicks like that sit with their arms folded in the front.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, so I went black.
Meg's arms are folded right now.
Yeah, but there's nothing like the warmth and sexuality of a black woman.
Really? You've had black women?
He hasn't had black women.
Have you ever had a black woman?
That's right, baby. That's right. Yeah, I get the warts off my ass now.
You know, you have been with a black woman. I can tell.
I've been hanging with them. I mean, go to a disco with white people and go to a disco with black people.
Right.
Go to a disco with white people, you look at the dance floor, it's like a cerebral friggin' palsy contest. And they want to make fun of like MC Hammer and Michael Jackson and all these great performers. Go to a movie theater with black people, right?
Right.
What do the white people go to see? Ghosts? They sit, they cry, oh, you finished me already. You know how the monkeys get, you know.
Okay.
Right.
And the black people, they get involved. They bring their own weapons.
Right.
They're like, yeah, I killed a mother myself. You know, that's fun.
Hey, Dice.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm going to give away some more tickets to your third show. The other two are sold out at Radio City Music
Once again, we're breaking records. I should pump that.
No, you should be very proud of yourself.
Seinfeld called to pump his show, you know.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
It was nice talking to Jay.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld.
Do Jerry for me.
What?
Do Jerry.
So, Dice, who are these people who go to your show? What kind of misogynists go to your show?
I love that.
Yeah.
See, that just gets me nuts.
All right, man, I got to go.
All right, look, I'll talk to you, but...
I'll talk to you later. Give me a call later.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That's Dice. Meg, I know you don't get along with him, but...
I don't even know him, Howard.
More faxes.
The phones are ringing off the hook with "Bring Back Meg."
I know. Everybody loves
Everybody
you.
wants Meg back on middays.
But they won't give her to me. I've already gone in a couple of times. They won't give her to me.
We've lobbied and lobbied.
Because I went on...
You too, Robin? Yes, absolutely.
Because Chiasano told me because I went on the air with it, and now it would make them embarrassed if they put it back on. I can't win. I haven't forgotten you, though.
I know.
Here, Meg, I love you. Let's get together for steaks and a bang. Dave, P.S. Did I mention I ski? P.P.S. with my pants around my ankles? This one's too disgusting to read, and...
That was too disgusting to read.
This one says, Meg, and Meg is spelled with like a backward E. Want to come over? All the letters are misspelled and backwards, and it's signed J. Dahmer. There you go. That's a disgusting one. I can't read on the air, but the tampons.
Stellar crowd out there this morning.
That's what I attract.
I know.
All right, Meg, listen.
Lovely. There's lots of them.
If anybody wants to date them all.
Yeah, date them.
Seriously, though, if you can establish a relationship with Meg over the phone. And I think that's kind of cool.
It's nice. That gives you a reason to listen to the station.